Hi everyone, it's Erin from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dorchester, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make a solar s'mores oven. So instead of cooking your marshmallows like you do traditionally over a campfire, we're going to use the sun. So for your materials, you're going to need a pizza box. I have a small one here, but you can use a larger one if you want. You need some plastic wrap, aluminum foil, tape, scissors. Make sure you have an adult's permission and supervision to use those. Usually you use a black piece of construction paper, but I didn't have that today, so I'm going to use a black trash bag that I cut up already. And then you need your materials for s'mores. So you usually use graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallows. But you can switch it up and use other types of chocolate, different types of graham crackers, whatever you guys want. And if you have the time and you feel like it, you can decorate. So some people use stickers, construction paper, you can use markers, whatever you feel like. So let's get started. So for your solar ovens, you're gonna use the pizza box closed, but you need to cut a square out of it, and that's gonna be the flap that stays open and reflects the sun down. So I'm gonna cut out right here on my box. You can make it as big or as small as you want, but you want enough area so that all your s'mores are seeing the sun. Again, make sure you have an adult's permission or their help if you don't feel comfortable using the scissors. Alright, so there you have it, cut out, and we're going to keep it closed. But for this next step, you can keep it open because we're going to put the black either construction paper or, like I said, I have a garbage bag here cut up. We're going to put that on the bottom. You want something dark. You can use black duct tape, black construction paper. You could even color a white piece of paper black if you want. Just something so that it heats up the s'more. So I'm going to secure mine with a little bit of tape. You could also do this with a shoebox, if you have a shoebox lying around, if you don't have a pizza box. Or you could kind of craft your own from cardboard that you have laying around. Alright, so now my bottom is done. And we've cut out the top. So here is where you would decorate it if you want. You could put Erin's solar oven or whatever you want. And so the next step, alright, so I forgot a very important piece of information, and that is that you're not supposed to cut the top completely out like I did. You're actually supposed to leave the back part of it attached to the top. So you just want to cut 1, 2, 3. But if you make the mistake like I did, you can just reattach it. You want it to be up like this and not cut it completely out, because this is where we're going to put the aluminum foil so that it reflects down onto the s'mores or whatever you're cooking in your solar oven. So our next step is to grab a piece of tin foil big enough to cover the top here. So I'm going to fit mine to this piece of cardboard and just kind of wrap it around, and then I'll tape it also. So you have it all covered, and I'm just going to tape it in the back. So there we go. Our final steps are we're gonna arrange put our s'mores together and put them in, and then we're gonna cover it with some plastic wrap. So I'm gonna open this up and put the s'mores inside. So now while the top is still open, we're gonna put some plastic wrap over our s'mores. And your s'mores are ready to go outside. Alright, so the last step is just to bring the solar oven with the s'mores outside and put it in a nice sunny place. So I'm going to leave mine here because the sun is coming from this way, so it'll reflect down onto the s'mores and cook them. The first thing to melt will be the chocolate, and then you want to give it a couple minutes beyond that so that the marshmallows puff up, and that's when you know that they're ready to eat. So on a really hot day, you want to keep an eye on it because it'll probably happen pretty quickly, but on a cooler day, it'll happen a little bit slower. So the last step will just be to go inside and get the tops to the graham crackers, smush it all together, and share with your friends and family. Here's my perfectly cooked s'more from my solar oven. Ten out of 10. Let us know if you guys try this at home. Have a great weekend.